Before we start this video, I have an announcement that my friend Jake Spicer is attempting to get a new project off the ground under his Dapper Dog Productions banister. It's going to be called Umbra, and you can find the teaser trailer for it in the description of this video. And right under the link to that trailer, you will also find an Indiegogo link where you can help Jake fund this new project. I understand that times are tough with money right now, but anything that you can contribute will be a huge help. So if you have the means and are willing to help, please click the link and give Jake a hand. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the video. Happy holiday season, everybody. In honor of the season, I think we should probably make it just a little more festive in here. That's better. Aren't you forgetting something? Like what? Where's your Santa hat? Oh, I don't have one. You mean to tell me that in the span of time between your last video, which was on Halloween, and now, that is a whole month, you didn't think to go buy a Christmas Santa hat? Why is it such a big deal? Every YouTuber breaks out the Santa hat for Christmas time. Well, I mean, I'm wearing a red shirt. Christmas is red and green. Where's the green? It would be pretty dumb of me to wear green in front of a green screen, wouldn't it? Or just think you could have put a little more effort into this. Well, what about you? You're not even wearing red. I'm basically a leprechaun version of Santa Claus. I don't need red. Can I just get into the review, please? We can talk about this later. I'm trying to bring Christmas joy. Fine. Go about your review. Thank you. You can play the intro now. Happiest season is about Kristen Stewart, who plays Abby, and Mackenzie Davis, who plays Harper. They are a couple going to visit Harper's family for the holidays. The only problem is that Harper's family does not know that they are together, nor do they even know that Harper is a lesbian at all. I've wanted to watch this movie since I first heard about it, simply because I've been wanting to see more of Kristen Stewart in general, because she's someone I haven't seen a whole lot of, but every time I do, I'm pleasantly surprised by how good she actually is in it. And plus, I just enjoy having an arsenal of movies to throw at people whenever they're like, Kristen Stewart is a bad actress, because she's really not. And this is another prime example. Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis both are good in this. They have really cute, adorable couple chemistry that works really well for me. From the very opening of the movie, you just see them interacting and Harper trying to get Abby into Christmas, and it's really sweet and endearing, and I liked seeing them together a lot. There aren't really any bad performances in here, except for maybe a couple of the smaller characters that aren't really in the movie much anyway, so they don't bring the movie down at all. Except for two, but I'll talk about them in a minute. Another thing I liked a lot was I hadn't seen any of the trailers for this movie. I just wanted to watch it based on Kristen Stewart alone, so I didn't know that this was going to be funny. I wasn't expecting it to be as funny as it was. There were a couple of times that had me legitimately, like, laughing, you know what I mean? Like, not just like a like, it legitimately had some really good laughs in it. And a lot of it comes from just relatable moments of not really knowing how to talk to people around the holidays, especially those that you hadn't seen in a long time. It is kind of awkward humor at times, which I don't typically like, but the characters committed to it enough to where I was like, okay, this works. While everybody in here gets a chance to shine comedically, whether it be like a whole scene or just one-off lines, there are two comedic relief characters. One of them is Harper's youngest sister, and she's just this quirky weirdo. And while she does have some very funny moments at times, she can get a little grating. Like, she started to get on my nerves after a while, because they really want you to know that this girl is quirky and, you know, the black sheep of this family because of how weird she is. And it got a little too much at times. The other one is a friend of Abby and Harper's in the city where they live. I think it was probably New York. I don't really remember, but I'm confident in saying it was New York because of course it would be. He's a gay man that Abby frequently calls to for advice because she has to pretend to be straight because Harper's family doesn't know about them.
Brought home her lesbian friend for Christmas?
Not exactly. They also think that I'm straight.
Have they ever met a lesbian?
And he has a lot of funny moments, but the reason I specifically told you that he's a gay man is because the movie makes sure you know that he's a gay man. By the end of the movie, I understand why they made his character the way that they did, because it fits into the grand message that they're trying to give, just like every Christmas movie does. But there were times where it just seemed like the writers were going, here's a gay man stereotype, we'll just make him that. Sometimes he didn't even feel like an actual character, he just felt like a caricature of what people think that a gay man is. And that also got quite grating at times. And two other characters that I had a real problem with that were supposed to be funny are these two twins. They are Harper's niece and nephew. And I don't understand what their point is. Because they made them these two creepy ass twins that speak in unison and move in unison and just say everything super flatly and monotonely. It's really weird and out of place. It got a chuckle out of me at first because it threw me off guard. But then as the rest of the movie went on, it was just like, okay, the bit is dead. I don't understand why you're hammering this home. And there is another character who makes a whole bunch of bad decisions and acts like a real ass through a large part of the runtime. But then by the end, you're supposed to sympathize with them and feel bad for them, even though they're acting this way. But I don't. I dislike them because of the way they acted through the whole thing. But you're supposed to be like, oh, I get it, so it's okay. No. I don't like them because they were an ass. But now, with all of that being said, while it may have seemed like I'm harping on these characters a lot because some of the characters do have pretty significant flaws, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the film, because I did. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Because what it lacked in significant character depth or understanding, it made up for in charm. Especially when you've got people in here like Aubrey Plaza, who seriously just brings everything she's in up. She's really good in this. She's not in it a whole lot, but when she is there and she's doing what her character is doing in the film, I like her a lot. She's very charming, she's very funny, she's really good in the movie. It also has this issue of certain plot points just being almost painfully predictable, but I can't hold that too much against the movie because, let's be real, a lot of Christmas movies kind of follow the same formula. There was just a couple of things where near the beginning of the film, as soon as I met some of the characters, I was like, oh, so this is what's gonna happen later in probably about an hour or so. With all of that being said, the Happiest season, despite some of its character flaws and it being a little predictable, it is a really charming and funny movie. A vast majority of the performances are really good and enjoyable to watch, so if you are looking for a new holiday film to watch this year, I would say give Happiest Season a chance. I'm going to give Happiest Season a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have you seen Happiest Season yet? If you have, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. Or, what is a newer holiday film that you enjoy a lot? Let me know that too. Go ahead and check out my social media. The links to all of that will be down in the description. But before you go there, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe so that I can see you guys next time.